Hi, my name is Maria and I'm working for RUSLINGUA Language School. I'm going to ask several questions to our student Luke. Why you decided to learn Russian?
Well, I decided to learn Russian because looking at reality, Russia is like the biggest landmass in the world. It's next to the doorstep of Europe. It's our neighbor. It has a huge culture, and nobody or very few people in Europe actually know anything about Russia. There's a lot of stereotypes about Russia and the Russians, like they are rude and the KGB is behind every corner, and we of course saw the movies where all the Russians are bad. So I thought I want to come over and look for myself what's real and not real, and that's the reason why I'm here.
Did you learn something about Russian culture before you came here?
Not really. Not really. For me, this is the first time in Russia. I didn't spend time at home studying Russia. I thought I come here and learn about it here locally. So no, I really didn't prepare too much.
Would you say that now you understand Russian culture more? Do you know more about the Russian history maybe?
Well, in the weeks I've been here, I've learned a tremendous amount about the country, about the people, about the language, the way they eat, the way they live, the way they talk, the way they think. I think it was, I learned really a lot. It's been a great experience.
RUSLINGUA School arranged your lessons not only here at classroom, but also as city walks with natives. Did you like St. Petersburg? What sites maybe impressed you most? What do you remember? Where would you bring your friends here in St. Petersburg?
Well, St. Petersburg has so many nice places that it is kind of difficult to say like that and that and that one is my most favorite place. If I have to mention a few, it would be Spasna Krevi, Kazansky Sabor, what else? Maybe Petra Pavlovskaya Krepest, and Petergov. That would be my favorites as far as I have seen the city right now.
They're great. I agree with you. You stayed here in a host family, right? Tell us more about them. What were your expectations?
Well, as far as expectations were, actually not really. Like I said about Russia, I came here with an open mind and didn't know actually what to expect. It's something like, an adventure. You begin with those people and you don't know really whether you're gonna match or not. But I must say, for me, it has been like a tremendous experience because those people were very welcoming, very warm. I actually feel part of the family there now. I loved it. It was a very good experience. And on top of that, it makes you talk Russian to Russians. And you learn from them, like the daily things while you're eating and whatever. So it's a really good experience. And you can actually talk about culture with those people and whatever. So you learn a lot about how Russians think too at the same time.
What is different to your normal lifestyle if you compare a Russian lifestyle, Russian habits maybe?
Generally, there's not too much difference. Like people go to work, they eat, they sleep, they love their children. I mean, it's like everywhere in the world. The biggest difference, I would think, is maybe the food. It's a totally different cuisine than what we know in Western Europe. To give you an example, for example, they eat like veggies in the morning, Do you want to have broccoli in the morning? I said, "Oh, broccoli in the morning? No, I'm gonna eat my muesli, you know." So that those things you have to adapt to a little bit, but okay, that's part of the adventure. So I would say food is kind of the most different from anything else.
Was it easy for you to find a place in the city to eat something you're more used to, what you usually eat at home?
Well, actually, in St. Petersburg, you're kind of spoiled because, like, in every street there's like an abundance of restaurants, and you find everything. You find the typical Russian cuisine. You find like everywhere in the world Italian restaurants. You find French. You find Belgian cafes. Even you know, if you like to stick to your own food, you'll find it here.
When you're back home, would you prepare something, maybe some Russian dishes that impressed you, that you really enjoyed?
Well, actually, I'm thinking about borscht.
Really?
Because that's something that's relatively easy to prepare because I'm not a kitchen genius, and it was something I really very much liked too. So that would be the dish I would prepare. On the other hand, because Russian culture is not only Russia, but also, let's say, the neighboring countries, and I discovered here the Georgian cuisine. Never had eaten Georgian, and I must say I liked it a lot. So now, actually, one of my favorite kitchens in Russia is Georgian kitchen. It has a more exotic tint than the Russian has, and I loved it. I've been several times to a Georgian restaurant.
That's great. I'm happy that you know more about Russian culture, which is not only Russian, actually. It is more complete,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Great. What were your impressions of RUSLINGUA School? Did you feel yourself cared and important?
I think it was, well, also a very good experience in the way that the lessons were really catered to what I wanted, and so the nice thing is you can kind of discuss beforehand what you would like to focus on, and people at the school really go out of their way to make you happy, to do what you want, and yeah, it was a very good experience. Yeah.
And when your friends, when you're back home, ask you how was Russia to you, what was Russia, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that it is a country that is contrary to what most of the people believe it is. It's like it's been a very positive experience, very nice people, open-minded, kind, whatever. So it's something that's not really the message in other parts of the world, but when you come here, you actually realize that it's very nice place to be. And actually because my friends, they like to party and things like that, and actually St. Petersburg, at least in the summertime, I don't know in the winter, is really a place that rocks literally. Like we have the street bands, we have that too, but you see that much more here, and it's like guitars and stuff like that. I love it. Like I'm walking to the metro, I'm passing like 5 bands that's making music. I've been to a jazz concert yesterday evening. I like it. It's fun. It's a fun city. So yeah, I recommend them to come over with me one time.
And do you plan to come back here?
Well, yes, because unfortunately Russian language is not easy. I'm gonna have to spend much more time learning before I will be able to make a decent conversation. So for sure, for that reason, I will be back. I will be back also because in the meantime, I've made friends here, and you know, like, they're real friends. I want to see them back, and it's going to be fun to be back. And when I come over again, it's a little bit like homecoming because to those people I know. So yeah, for sure, I'm planning to come back.
I'm happy to hear that, and thank you very much for sharing your experience. It was great. Спасибо.
Yes, Asta.